let's take some time to look at how to actually apply for a position. By now, you've taken a look at our database that we provided you in the Resource Center, or maybe you found some websites from the schools that are hiring in your line of work that teach online. Maybe you've taken a look at our job board, found some schools that maybe have a job that you're interested in applying for. You know, even today when I see a job listing for a school that's hiring an online criminal justice instructor, I get a little excited. I think of it as a new opportunity and possibly maybe even a new challenge for me to take a look into. You know, keep in mind while going through the entire application and hiring process, time is of the essence. What I mean by that is not only do you have to, of course, submit your application on time and completely, you need to ensure that if they ask for any additional information, you want to be able to do that as soon as possible. The first thing that I want you to do before you apply for any job, before you apply to your first position, is you create a database that really keeps track of all your jobs. Now this database, I mentioned in the last video, I created my own and I found this very helpful. This database should include schools that you've applied for, schools that you've looked into, and let you keep appropriate notes. Now this is important because, as I stated earlier, there are hundreds, probably thousands of schools that teach online. You don't want to let one opportunity pass you by. Nor do you want to waste your time reapplying for a school that you've already completed your due diligence with, and maybe they don't teach your line of work. Some things that you really want to have on this database or the spreadsheet. You want to have the name of the school, you know, if they teach your area of expertise, maybe any related fields. For example, I teach criminal justice, but there's also different fields of levels of homeland security or just basic security that kind of cross over that allow me to teach in those fields. So keep that in mind. Don't be honed in on just one field. You want to have any contact information that you have with the schools, or website, email of that hiring person that you're in contact with. Next, you want to have any dates of contact. Maybe you sent any information in school. Maybe you sent a phone call, you sent an email, you just want to record it somehow. So this will include whether they're hiring, if you sent an official application, resume, whatever, letter of inquiry. Put that down and the date that you sent that. Also, you want to include any dates of follow-up emails that you sent. And finally, you want to have a note section. This one really speaks for itself, but you could put something simple as not hiring at this time, follow up in the fall term, September, or set a to-do to follow up on that specific date. Having this database will help you streamline your process and keep track of the schools that you've applied for and ones that you are in the hiring process. Now that you created your database, you're ready to apply for the position that you want to apply for. One or two things are going to happen. The school does not teach the area of expertise. Fair enough. But before you disregard that school, this is where you want to make an annotation in your database that you don't go back to the school at a later time. Okay, so maybe they are teaching in your area of expertise. Great. So they'll either be hiring or they won't be hiring. In some of the upcoming videos, we'll take a look at how to handle each of these scenarios individually.